times today I want to talk about the difference between performance-based spicy time and pleasure-based spicy time. So for performance-based spicy time, there is a certain action that's kind of the main event. And it can be very scripted, it can be very rigid. People might not check in. One person could even be in discomfort and it just kind of keeps going until it's done. And yeah, maybe not the best. And then there's pleasure-based, which is the ideal, kind of what you want to shoot for. So you might even check in at the very beginning and negotiate, well, what do we want this to look like? What are our needs? You might check in during. It might look very different from regular scripted spicy times, kind of what we picture. And it can be more body-based, really sinking into the sensations versus being in our heads. And so I realized that I am much more on the pleasure-based side if I've been with a partner quite a few times, if I've really built up that comfort level with them, and then also if I feel special with them and I know that they're attracted to me. That really helps me to be more in my body. And I've recently realized, I've always kind of known that I'm a little bit more on the primal side, but recently I've felt that a lot more. It's been very, very fun to sink into that and to just let my body do what it wants to do and to be like all raw and clawing and biting and making out as if I'm gonna eat my partner's face. But I realized that if I'm with both of my partners, then my brain really kicks more into the performance-based side of things because it's very unfamiliar, it's very new, and I don't know how to be more on that primal side because I don't want to hurt anyone, I don't want to monopolize anyone, and I worry that because it's more of feels like an animal mindset, and so I don't want to have that make anything weird, I guess, because I don't know if I would have a hard time juggling everything and being fair, and because I want everyone to have a great time. And so I get super, super in my head and I get more divorced from my body. And the times we've been together, it was actually better than I thought it would be. And I was less in my head than I thought I would be, but I was still fairly in my head. And the option to be together that way came up the other night. And, I have some PMS stuff going on, so I'm feeling fatigued, I'm feeling easily overwhelmed, I'm feeling way more sensitive than usual. And I was just like, no, I'm gonna go sleep on the couch. And then I felt sad because I was thinking, I want to connect with both of them. I want this to be a thing I'm like, woo, about, not just like, oh, about. And I want to be a good team player, but I just felt so overwhelmed. And it makes my male partners adorably happy, which, you would assume, because it's generally a lot of guys' fantasies, to anyway. But yeah, I just felt like I was letting people down. I was like, what's wrong with me? This is a thing that should be really fun, but I can't figure out how to be my authentic self in that situation because I do get so concerned about all of it. And so I've been trying to really figure it out and parcel through it. And I realized that there could be a couple things. And so my female partner and I already talked about having more time together for just us. So I know that will help build that comfort level because we're still quite new. Both of us are, I'm her first female partner, and my female on female or female bodied stuff has been fairly minimal. And so it's still something that feels new to me. And then also the way she and my male partner emote is different. So with my male partner, I feel super love. I can see it in his face, I can feel it in his voice and just how he touches me and everything. And with my female partner, it's a little bit different. I can tell that there's some care, but it feels different and it feels uncertain and it feels kind of I don't really know what's going on? And so I feel like there's, just that uncertainty of like, oh, like it helps if I know the person's attracted. And then I think I get more in my head too, because I'm the bigger one of all three of us too. And so there's a mirror above the bed, and sometimes I'll just be like, because generally, like, I really like my body. If like I saw a person with my body, I'd be like, yep. Because I do love curves, and I have like some muscle stuff too, some like athletic curvy, and I would be like all flipping about that. But for whatever reason in that situation, I more compare myself. And so like that's not great either. So yeah, it's just being so in my head. So like I said, to fix it, spending more time with her, getting that comfort level. And then I think I want to ask for the time for the three of us to be together, but in a more relaxed way and in a more subdued way. So maybe it's just kissing, maybe it's sensual cuddles, maybe it's keeping stuff, above the waist, but just something that really takes down the pressure. Because for whatever reason, I get super scripted in my head. I'm like, okay, this is a position that they want to do, so let's do this. And I just can't seem to get as into it as I would like. And I still don't know how to figure out the primal thing. That's a thing to figure out. But I feel like I have some steps. I feel like I kind of have learned a little bit more about myself, and knowing is half the battle or something. I don't know. It's only 5 something. I feel like it's midnight and I'm really tired. Okay, bye.